Hello guys, this video right here is going to be going up Monteagle, Tennessee. We're going westbound, so it's not as steep as the other side. Eastbound's a lot steeper than the west side, but I just want to give you a quick video of what it's like going up and down Monteagle, Tennessee in an automatic. We are in an automatic. We're in a 23 International. The Jake brake is going to be right here on the side right here. You have the three different ones, but we'll go over that in a minute. But basically, when you're going up one of these mountains, you want to put your flashers on because you're going to be going slower than anybody else. Rule of thumbs, if you're going under 50 miles an hour, but go ahead and put the flashers on. The signs say to stay in the right lane. You see you got these other truckers over here in the left lane. That's okay if you're trying to get around somebody, but generally you want to stay in the right lane. If you're going faster, if you're empty and the truck in front of you is a lot loader, a lot heavier and loaded, then you may want to get into the second lane and get around. That's fine. But see how the sign here says the right two lanes. So as long as we're in the right two lanes, ladies and gentlemen, we're definitely fine. And like I said, this is not the steeper side. Generally, if you was in a manual, we're not going to go over the manual driving. You'd want to go down at one gear lower than what you climbed it in, but this video is not about that. That'll be another video. This is about going down it in an automatic. A lot of people are afraid to drive the trucks when they're new, especially right out of school. You're afraid to go over the mountains. There's nothing to be afraid of going over the mountains. As long as you do everything right and legal, you shouldn't have no problems. The only thing you have to worry about is other drivers, which you've always got to worry about that. That's always a nightmare. But Monteagle, Tennessee, going up it is about 6 miles going up. Going down, it's a little lesser than that. I think it's maybe 4 or 5 miles. Like I said, it's not as steep. You don't have the runaway ramps on it. Speed limit is 55 miles an hour going up. Going down, the recommended, I believe, is 45. We'll see when we get up here. But with these Jake brakes, these trucks, if you've got a strong Jake brake and automatic, you can put it on the second level. If you're really heavy, you might want to put it on the large level, but you should be able to go down it without hitting your brakes. It will hold it most of the time all the way down if you got a good Jake brake. If you don't have a good Jake brake, then what you want to do is what you call a 5 mile an hour stab, and we'll go over that. That's where let's say you're going 45 miles an hour is the speed limit. You can hold the brake pedal 5 miles down to 40 and then let it go back up to 45. When it gets to 45, hold it down to 40, let it go back up to 45. That's where you don't burn your brakes up. Most people that have wrecks on mountains stay on those brakes. They don't use a Jake brake or they're in the wrong gear. But again, being an automatic, you shouldn't have that problem as long as you're using your Jake brake and you're using the Jake brake right, and you're using your brakes a little bit at a time. All right, so we're going up right here. When you have these solid lines, also remember to stay in your lane. You don't want to swap lanes here in solid lines. If you look, there's a solid line on both sides. That pretty much means to stay in your lane. It's a good, pretty day today. It's September, so they're working on the mountain a little bit. Of course, when you're going up down these mountains in winter and rain, it's a little different. That's a different video. Right now, it's just a clear day. It's not wet. It's not snowy, not rainy. And if you're gonna, you always should obey the speed limits, always, no matter what. But when I'm driving mountains, I'm especially gonna obey it. Even if it says 35, 25, obey it. They're there for a reason. Like I said, most people that have wrecks on the mountains either going too fast, they're burning up their brakes, using it too much, not using the 5 mile stab, or they're falling asleep. Or again, it's other drivers, just not obeying the laws. And you got the four-wheelers that go by, pretty fast. You have to watch out for those too. Like I said, I always try to keep my flashers on. You want to keep your distance from the other trucks in front of you. If you're going faster than the other truck, then you just want to go ahead and get in this other lane and going around them. Now that we have the dotted lines, not the solid line, we can do that. While we're going up to this channel, if you're new to this channel, our channel is about truck driving. It's about trucking life. When you go to CDL school, you learn to get your license, but you don't learn everything. So if you hit that like button and you hit the bell over there for the content, subscribe to the channel if you like the content, and we'll get more videos out to you. In this channel, you'll find a lot of things. We do a lot of rainy driving, snow driving, you know, how to slide our tandems, weight distribution, dieting, anywhere from, you know, how to eat right, how to work out, everything the school don't teach you, where to park, the whys, the do's, the don'ts, everything they don't teach you in CDL school. It looks like we're coming up on the top of the mountain. What it does when you get to the top of the Monteagle, it kind of evens out, flattens out for a little bit. And then I'll show you right before, when there's a rest area up here, right when you get to that rest area is when you start going back down. And I'll show you how it handles in an automatic. Again, I'm not driving for you critics out there. I'm actually in the passenger side. There's another driver driving, so I don't recommend taking videos while you're driving. Another key point that I try to do, and this is with not just on mountain driving, is I try to keep a bubble around me. I don't like following too close to somebody or having somebody right on the left or right on the right. I kind of keep them at a distance. This lane actually is going to end right here, so we're going to slowly swap back over to the left lane. When you're doing lane changes, you also want to take them really slow. People can jump around you, especially four-wheelers will jump around you in a heartbeat. Well, it's the top of Monteagle here. Now, like I said, going back down the other side is a lot steeper than this side. This will be part one, I guess, to Monteagle. We'll do the eastbound side next time coming back. This video is a little longer than any of my other videos. I just wanted to show you what it was like on both sides going up and to the top. A lot of people have questions of, you know, when does it start getting steep and when do you go down, so I'm just going to bring you from top to bottom on it.
Speed warning.
If you're looking for parking, there's a Pilot back there. There's also, you'll look, there's a Mapco with a McDonald's right here. They have parking also. Not a lot. They have a little bit of parking on the other side of that McDonald's over there. You also have parking at the Pilot back there we just passed, and then you have the rest area. Okay, so now we're coming up to the rest area. You'll see signs like it'll say right here. It says reduce truck speed ahead. Get into that real quick. There we go. And then it gives you the downgrade. It says downgrade next 4 miles. All right, it says speed limit 55, trucks 45, mountain 5% grade next 3 miles. All right, so you want to make sure that you're going to go 45. So what I usually do now is I'll go ahead and I'll start slowing down. Past 45, I'll get it down to a little lower than that, and then we'll put on the Jake brake right here. We're going to put it on the middle one. That's just one notch there, and that's going to hold it. And we'll come back to that in a second. I'll show you how it holds it. This guy already passed us. He's already going too fast. I go ahead and throw my flashers back on here. That way when we're going slower, because cars are going to be coming by flying down through here. We are going 45 miles an hour. We are not hitting the brakes. This right here is just holding us, because it's a good Jake brake. So see how we're going down the mountain, and it's holding us. You got this truck by here flying by, which you shouldn't be doing. Look, no brakes again on the pedal, and we are at 40. It's dropping 35 without even hitting the brakes. So now we're gonna have to give it gas. So we'll probably go up a notch on the Jake brake. You see, we're still holding at 40 miles, and notice we haven't hit no brakes yet. And now we're going up to 45.
Right curve ahead.
All right, now that we're on the lower Jake brake, he's actually hitting the brakes one pat. That's all he had to do to get it down. So like I said, on an automatic truck, it's holding. Now, we are empty, we're not heavy, but we're not even using the full Jake brake. Sharp curve, 45 miles an hour. speed limit right here is we are going 45. We are not using the brakes. Jake brake is holding us, going straight down the mountain.
Steep downgrade ahead.
So if you don't put, you're in a good automatic truck with a good Jake brake, there's nothing to worry about. Like I said, if you do have to use your brakes, just you do a 5-mile-an-hour stab, get it down to 40, let it come back up to 45. If it's keeping you too low, then you just go down to the lower notch of the Jake brake. There's usually 3 speeds to it. All right, we got 2 more miles left.
Warning.
Just taking it easy, going down. Jake brake's holding us.
Warning.
Again, it's 55. Trucks are 45.
Speed warning.
You keep hearing that speed warning. That's just my GPS, trucker GPS, letting us know that we need to make sure that we stay at 45, which of course we are.
Speed warning.
The GPS I have is always giving me warnings, which is good. They give me curve warnings, it'll give me wind warnings. It's just a Rand McNally. Look at this truck here. See how this truck right here is following way too close to that truck? About pushed him off the road. There's no reason for that. That's where you have accidents at. See here, we are still headed down the mountain. We're still at 45 miles an hour, no brakes. We're on the third. We're on the third?
Second.
We're on the second level, so we could do one more if we needed to. But we're on the second level of Jake brake. Just stand over in the right lane, flashers on. You know, if everybody else wants to go fast, that's on them. Let them go. Remember, you're the captain of your ship, not nobody else. So don't, if somebody's rushing you, let them go around. Let them go around and run off the mountain. I'm not running off the mountain with nobody. I'm gonna do the speed limit, and I'm gonna take it slow. We got plenty of time to get there. It's still staying steady. We're still staying steady at 45. He's gonna do a 5-mile-an-hour brake stab now. He's gonna hold the pedal down until he gets to 40 miles an hour, and then let off of it, let it go back up to 45. So we didn't even get our brakes hot. Sometimes you'll see them coming down this mountain and their brakes will be smoking. That's because they just got on them, they held on them all the way down. That's a no-no, fellas. Don't do that. Or ladies, lady drivers too. Once we get around this curve right here, we'll be at the bottom of the mountain, and that's pretty much it. Again, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the little bell icon if you like this content. We're trying to build the channel for Truckers Life to help truckers learn a little more besides what CDL school don't teach them, what it's like to be out here. And again, drivers, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.